The big day had finally arrived. We drove into the middle of nowhere over bumpy roads until we arrived at our home for the next month. Danny took us on a tour of the park and passed on all of the information we needed to know as volunteers.
We feed our lions once a week, one big meal, like a zebra, a donkey, a cow, whatever we get from the farmers that they donate to us.
We finished up meeting the 6-month-old lion cubs for the first time. They showed off for us and got very comfortable playing with us. We woke up to the sound of lions on our first day, and we started our volunteer duties with some ranger work.
I feel like an immigrant.
Gunter showed us the ropes. A little while later, he passed us to Colin.
Whoa, what is that?
It's an eagle, but I don't know which one.
He took us into the bush,
There.
Yeah.
There.
up a mountain lookout,
Taking the veggies. See those white? It's walking. It's walking on the road.
and then to clean the enclosure of the tiger cubs, who were pretty distracting with their cute playfulness.
You might see something I can't see.
An afternoon game drive topped off the day. Later in the week, we learned the feeding regimes of the cubs and got to work preparing chickens for the devils.
I know.
Then throwing them into their enclosure. We also perfected the art of bottle feeding milk to the hyperactive hyena cubs.
All done. I said all done.
On ranger duty, we helped feed the free-roaming animals, straw and pellets for the deer, and veggies for the rest.
Pro lettuce raker.
Do we have a row each?
A row? I'll just have a square at the mo.
Eleanor and I taste tested some local chocolate.
Tastes a bit like it's been in a cupboard for 60 years.
Oh.
Still want a row?
The first proper road trip came in the form of a drive out to the chicken farm with the rangers.
10 rand 98 per litre.
The novelty of the ute wore off quickly. We loaded up the trailer with dead chickens and drove it back to the farm. The girls took some photos with the chickens, and after lunch we threw them to the lions.
Just lob them.
Some of which were successful, and some not quite so.
Did you really want that on film?
Give me your camera, Emma, when I
Our highlight of the week was spending the day with Alan, the cheetah whisperer. He took us in to play with the cheetah cubs for the morning. And in the afternoon, there was some work to be done demolishing a caracal hut.
What the hell is it? Sleeping.
Just put it on your hump.
And assisting in defleeing some older cheetahs. And by then, it was feeding time.
So we crouch down here, and then I'll just put the chicken out.
Alan played his infamous feeding game with us for a few rounds, luring the cheetahs closer and closer to our cameras.
Nothing else. So you walk down a bit, and then I'll tell you when to turn right.
As if we weren't scared enough, Alan had another activity for us. A death-defying walk into a hostile enclosure.
Alright, now what you do is you lie down flat on your tummies here.
Some more feeding with Zapper and Jagger. And our first week at Ukutula had drawn to a close.
Right, how's everyone's pants? Still unsoiled?